And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now it's gone. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Goff fakes the give to Brown. He'll throw. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Goff. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Kupp. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Sam Sloman on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And it is good. Well, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they get 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. is beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down, Ravens.
From the gun, it's Jackson. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you.
There he goes.
I need to get my swag right there.
Touchdown, Cooper Kupp, 51 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Being chased out left. He'll run it. First down and more for Jackson. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 27.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. There to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are You're able to get it to him.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, LA! Robert Woods, 75 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
Sam Sloman for the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Jackson, buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Well, ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one. Looking to set for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Rams 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And Surgery redemption from the pick six. Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he whips that one incomplete there. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here finds Woods, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the rookie from Florida State. It's Cam Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swinging to the ball carrier.
And he'll find its target. Woods, it's complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and goal.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And this one through the uprights and good.
Next to score, Rams 24, Ravens 21.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Thomas. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one. Go to the...
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the interception, here's Goff. Out to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Coverage intercepted. Picked up by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Aaron Donald on the stop. 1 yard gain. Brings up second.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football. Keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On third down, Jackson. But he's got Snead. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And the Ravens first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 22-yard scamper. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Rolling to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's third down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Goff. This is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. From the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
By the wide receiver.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff to Ingram. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Rams 24.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods from Jared Goff. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 24 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his left. He'll try and run it, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
Of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they're looking to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Touchdown. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Yards to go.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. You know, Lamar Jackson last season. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a backbreaker as they wind up. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. The 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 62 yards. And the Ravens will add on to the... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
The Ravens will take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
45.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.